Okay. It's a piano! It's a piano! Okay, never mind. Alright, staff room it is. Let's go. I don't know what the heck we do with a wind-up thingy, but... let's try opening the door. It's locked. Well, we tried. Alrighty, I guess we talked to Mr. Malevolent Ghosty Ghost. That's probably his head that's stuffed in that cubicle. Ow. Can we like appease him by like giving back his head or something? I don't know. Can we not have him like which hallway did I find him in? This one? This is the other one. There he is! Hello, Mr. Ghost. Somebody stole my head. Give it back. Maybe it can be some help to you if you do. He's a red spirit, though. What should we do? Good question. I never did believe in the paranormal before, but after everything we've seen in here, I don't think I could be skeptical any longer. That's not what I mean. I'm asking if we should help this person with his problem or not. What do we do? We need to find our friends, but this poor soul has it a lot worse than we do. Save. Okay, I feel like if we don't help him, since he's a red spirit, he's gonna kill us. Well, let's just help him. So, well, he does seem to be in quite a bind, and if we can do something for him, I see no reason we shouldn't. Yeah, I agree. Maybe if we do, he'll help us find a way out of here. I know exactly where there's a head. Let's go to this head. Go get his head. Oh, well, I'm assuming that's his head, considering that's the only head that we've come across in this game. So... let's help him! I hope he doesn't pull if you're the ones who cut off my head, and it's like, no, and then death. Decomposed cranium. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Looks like about the right age, but, ugh. Are you alright, Mitsuki? Simply standing in the presence of this severed head was turning my stomach. The foul stench of decay was absolutely overpowering. Even in this low light, I could easily see maggots crawling through his eye sockets, his nose, his mouth, all over his skin. They were everywhere. I can't handle the smell. It does seem like he's been dead for quite some time. Well, what else are we gonna do? Are we really gonna carry this back to the spirit, like, with our hands? Well, he could take off his jacket and then wrap the head up in his jacket and then do it that way, but then it'll ruin his jacket and then he'll have no jacket anymore, and I don't know if that's would be imperative to his survival at all. I think I prefer not to do that. Let's see if we can find something to put it in. You have a perfectly good jacket! Put a head is something we can put the head in. Like what? What could we possibly put the head in? Is there something in the music room? Like a curtain or something? Or a bag? Is there a bag? I don't even know. We got a turnkey. Got a candle. See about you. Nope, nothing. Okay. See if this has changed. Did the Sachiko, blah blah blah, blow, surrounded, vomited, go home. Good as dead. High school. Nothing left. Blah blah. Duh, da 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 da. Blah da da. He came. She da da da. Da 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 da. Well, so much for that. Alrighty. Piano. Nothing. This thingy, is there? Nope. Okay. If I were something to put a head in, what would I put it in? A bucket! Perfect! I just realized, I was like... Okay. Oh, oops. Wrong place. Where was that? I think it was on the next floor. Hopefully we can appease, like, this dude. Kinda sucks though that it's like we couldn't like pick up the bucket earlier. Like, hey, let's just put it in our pockets along with everything else that we got. Bucket! Looks like a bucket. Let's take it. This might work, don't you think? Take it! Acquired bucket. It's old and rusted, but it seems to be sturdy enough. Watch we put the head in it, it's gonna break through. Huh. The rusted bucket has broken. You're screwed. Well, shit. Okay. I just hope that this spirit, like, actually helps us. Give me your head. The cranium. Looks like it's right at the advantage. Are you alright? Simply standing in the presence of severed head is blah. Sockets. Smell. Does it seem? Are we going to carry it? How about we try using that bucket? Sure. It looks like it'll fit. Yeah. I'll do the honors. You hold the bucket, okay? Okay, thank you, Fukuroi. No problem. Fukuroi used his hands to dig the head out of its cubbyhole and plop it into the bucket. The maggots, sensing that something was amiss, suddenly began pouring out of its various sockets and climbing all over their new rusted home. Ew. Here, I still got some tissues left. Thanks, I really hope I never have to feel anything like that again. Oh wow, thank you for automatically, like, taking me there. We found it. It's your head, I think. Please take it. Oh no. My beautiful head, my beautiful face has become so rotten. Damn those maggots, I'm so ugly now. I feel like those were the wrong words to say, dude. Saying that you sympathize with a very angry spirit is not a good idea. I can sympathize. There are many others who've been killed here, just like you. We're gonna need to get in contact with the police and have whoever did this arrested. Are you pitying me? Do you feel sorry for me? No, that wasn't my intention. I apologize if I offended you. No, you think I'm wretched. You think I'm ugly and dirty. You don't ever want to touch my body again, isn't that right? Oh boy. Fukuroi, I don't like where this is going. I agree. I think we need to distance ourselves from this place. It's because you're still alive. That's why you turn your noses at us dead people. Arrogant creatures, why don't you come and join us? Oh my. Oh my. I'm going to hand you over to the others, and they're scary. They're excruciatingly frightening. Where? Where? Fukuroi! Fukuroi, where are you? Maybe he's passed out somewhere. Ah, I know, I'll try lighting a candle. I feel like that's another bad idea. Oh. Oh my. My surroundings were far different than I expected. It seemed to be in some sort of hallway underground. There's a chill in the air, both literally and figuratively. The smell that wafted about was both musty and gloomy somehow. Fukuroi! 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 Fukuroi, wake up! We're somewhere underground now and it feels really dangerous. Come on, wake up, damn it! Fukuroi... His eyes were wide open, but he gave no response. Looking a bit closer, I noticed that his neck had been severely twisted. He was staring right at me, but his body was facing the other direction. And his half-agape jaw was completely motionless. He wasn't breathing. No. No, this can't be happening. Come on, it's not funny. Oh my. And then there were footsteps. Somebody's coming. What do I do? Run? I would say run, but I would say save as well. Alright, run! No, this can't be good. I have to run now. I'm sorry, Fukuroi. What? What? Oh, wait, please. Great, I feel like running was a bad idea. What is this place? An old air raid shelter or something? I'm dead. Is that a girl? In a place like this? Maybe she got trapped in here too, just like us. Hey, little girl, it's dangerous in here. But yep, dead. Oh, you can already tell. Dead. Who are you, lady? Are you a friend of that bad man who kills people? No, not at all. Don't be afraid. I ran away from him too. I ran away from him too. You've got a lot of blood on you. What happened? And who is this bad man who kills people? I don't know. He's a big man and he killed 3 of my friends. I'm the only one who got away. Oh, sounds like you've been through a lot here. I'm looking for my friends right now, but if you'd like, you're welcome to join me. That is a severely bad idea. This place seems really dangerous, and to be honest, I'm a little scared by myself, so please? You bitch. It's a lot more complex down here than I thought it would be. If only I had a map or something. This way, lady. Could totally trust a cute face like that, right? This way. In here. You sure know your way around. I've gotten used to it. Huh? Come to think of it, I haven't even asked your name yet. Sachiko Shinozaki. Oh my. I knew this is bad! Ow! What are you doing? Oops. What kind of room is this? I couldn't decide if it looked more like a pre-war medical facility or a meat processing plant. The stench was overpowering. Not only was the smell of rotting flesh everywhere, but the air was stale and thick. The room seemed to have no ventilation to speak of whatsoever. My eyes were first drawn to the blood-splattered table, then to the many other instruments, all stained with dried blood and sprinkled liberally with viscera. And then I saw it in the back of the room. No. Oh god, is that? There was definitely more meat processing than medicine going on in here. What I saw was What I saw was literally a pile of human remains, every one of them flayed open or torn apart. It was almost like a stack of discarded butcher scraps. No, what the hell is this? God, oh god! I hate you so much. See people you know in there? Which ones? I'll give them back, or part of them anyway. Fuck you. There you go, let it all out. You'll feel better. Why? Are you calmer now? Then let's begin! Oh my. What do you plan to do to me? Whatever it is, don't! Stay away! Everybody always says that, but it's not like it ever works.
そうだな。吊るせ。
Hey, halfwit, catch her! There you go. Now string her up. The large man seemed intent on obeying Sachiko's every command. He drew near me, slowly and robotically. There was no emotion, no sense of urgency. Just a man walking across the room to do his job, like it or not. I have to run. If he catches me, I'll be... I think it's a little too late for that. Hey, get back! He, playing tag? Playing tag? The exit's over here. But can you make it? Get back! He was moving... Okay. The man's movements remained slow and evenly paced, but there was only so many places to flee in a room this small. If I got tired before he did, I'd be finished. My only hope was to get out into the hallway before that happened. The two of us glared at one another for a few moments from across the dissection table, and then as soon as he made his move, I leaped on top of it. I underestimated just how slippery the table might be. With its thick layer of blood and fat, I quickly slipped off the other side onto the floor. My legs and hindquarters were soaked through with the blood of an untold number of other people, but I didn't have time to think about that. Adrenaline gave me the strength to stick my landing, and I managed to keep running without skipping a beat. Almost there! I was in the home stretch, but... for a couple more steps, anyway. Figures. A sharp pain suddenly shot through my leg as it touched the ground. I immediately fell into a heap. My right leg was now firmly impaled with thick, sharp metal spikes. I'd been caught in an old-fashioned bear trap. Ow. The kind that's got 2 rows of metal shark teeth lined up on either side, instantaneously snapping shut as soon as any weight is applied in the middle. The thing was designed to catch bears and tigers, so what hope did a human have of escaping it? You dumb bitch. How many dozens of victims do you think I've killed here? People sure don't get any smarter as they get older. Everybody always gets caught by this. But then I don't ever let my prey escape. Stay back! Stay back! I swallowed my pain and started grabbing whatever I could get my hands on. Dirt, bones, anything, and chucking it at the crouching giant. It was the only thing left for me to do. I was out of options. The man's foot came down hard on my left leg. It immediately contorted unnaturally and went limp, and I could see a pointed shard of bone jutting out from a bloody hole in my sock. My leg! You broke my leg! Next, the man wrapped both my arms in chains. No, stop, please! It hurts! No! As he pulled on the chains, my leg muscles also tightened around sharp metal spikes and a compound fracture. The pain was literally unbearable. In my half-unconscious, agony-addled state, I was just barely aware of being raised into the air by my arms on some sort of pulley system. Why are you doing these horrible things? Just let me go home. I won't tell anyone about this.
そんな心配しなくていいんだよ。今からいっぱい痛い思いをして死ぬからね。
There's no need to worry, you see. You're about to experience horrible agony. And then die.
なんで私なの？どっか遠い国の私の知らない誰かにやればいいじゃん。
Why? Why me? Why not some person I've never met from a foreign country? Why does it have to be me?
お姉ちゃん、肌きれいね。決めた。あなたはカワハギの毛。顔の皮を全部剥いたら、体も隅々まできれいに剥いてあげる。
I hate this bitch. You sure have beautiful skin, lady. So you'll get the filefish treatment. I'll peel every last bit of skin from your body, starting with your face. Sachiko began approaching me with a broken off shard of an earthenware pot in her hand. No, God, no, 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 no!
きれいなプルプル。これつけたら私も大人になれるかしら。
Sachiko is so fucked up. It's so springy. If I wear this, will I look more grown up? An intense pain shot through my entire face. An undiluted primal scream escaped from my mouth unwittingly, as if I was throwing up blood. But not a living soul was around to hear it. There was absolutely no way for me to resist anymore. All I could do was lie limply, sprung up along the wall, and feel my skin getting peeled away. Sometime amongst the throbbing, shooting, burning, electric agony coursing through every nerve ending, overseen by the girl's sneer, I lost consciousness. The very last thing I saw before lapsing into eternal slumber was a familiar strip of skin being flapped about merrily in Sachiko's hands. It was my own face, perfectly flayed from my head, staring back at me with blank eyes, and flanked by Sachiko's overly delighted grin. Okay, so running away is not a good option. They really want you to get wrong ends. What number are you? 2? Okay.